Hi everyone, I'm Ann Kilkenny from Providence Public Library, and today I want to explore how we can take care of the birds during the winter. And one of the ways we can do that is by feeding them, because in the winter time many of the birds' sources of food are hidden under the snow or frozen under the ice, or they've just died back, like the plants and the flowers, and they just aren't available. So giving them extra food is a great way to help them stay healthy, stay warm, and even be able to migrate from north to south. Give them a place to stop off and have a snack, refuel, and head back on their way to warmer places. There's some easy ways to do that. If you came by the library, you probably picked up our bag with some supplies for making bird feeders. In your bag, there's a bag of bird seed. There's also some paper cups, some paper plates, some craft sticks, and a couple of pipe cleaners. But I also looked around my house to see what I could find to make bird feeders. If you didn't come to the library to get a bag of bird seed, it's available almost anywhere. I got a really big bag that this came from. I got a big 20-pound bag of bird seed from the local job lot, and it wasn't very much. Supplies, I looked around and I found some string in my house, some peanut butter. I cut up some paper towel rolls. I found an egg carton. And if you've got one that's plastic or styrofoam, that would be even better. It would stand up better to the rain and the snow, but also those are things we don't want to put into our landfill and put into our trash. So plastic or styrofoam would be great, even better to use for your bird feeders. I also found some other things around the house besides peanut butter that the birds might like to eat. I found some cereal. I cut up an orange, and I happen to have some dried cranberries around too. So let's take a look at some easy ways that we can make some bird feeders. So one of the things I did is I took the pipe cleaners in the bag I got from the library, and I just strung some string on. I just strung some cereal on them. This one just has the cereal, and of course I did get a little snack in while I was able to do that. And then I just bent the ends of the pipe cleaners together to make it a circle. On this one, I put the pipe cleaners through some dried cranberries too, and then just take and wind the ends of the pipe cleaners together like that. There's wire inside, so it makes a nice little circle, and then you can hang it outside on a hook, on near a fence, or on a tree branch, or on a bush. You could even just lay it on the ground, anywhere the birds could find it. If you don't have pipe cleaners, you can also use string. So I put some cereal on my string, but then I thought, what else could I put on there? You could put the cranberries and so forth, but orange slices already have a hole in the middle, and they would make a great snack. Lots of juice, tasty, the birds would really like it. So I just put those, oh, that one's not gonna work because it's already cut through. Let's find another one. This one's gonna work. I could put some more cereal on here. I could put raisins, blueberries, and then just tie it. A couple of little knots in it so it's tied nice and tight. And then you can hang that up on a tree branch or on a bush, on a hook against your fence, and the birds will enjoy that. So now let's take a look at the bird seed. Good bird seed mixes have lots of different kinds of seeds in them because birds like lots of different kinds of things to eat. In this one I can see sunflower seeds, all different kinds of things. Now I put it in this pan because birdseed, if you spill it, it just goes everywhere, and I didn't want that. So I'd recommend, if you're going to do some of these things, is just put your birdseed in a tray like this. It's got an edge on it, so it doesn't end up all over the floor. So one of the things you've probably done before is use a toilet paper roll and some peanut butter to make a bird feeder. The peanut butter acts sort of like glue, and you know, peanut butter and lard, some of us have lard too. That would be good if you don't have peanut butter, or if you're allergic to peanut butter. It's protein and fat, and that fat gives the birds lots of energy, helps keep them warm. So giving them something that's got some fat in it, like lard or peanut butter, is really a healthy treat for them. It also makes a wonderful glue, because we're going to use it to stick birdseed to the outside of this. So I'm using my little craft stick, but if you don't have a craft stick, you can use a knife. You could even use your fingers if you wanted to. I've got to keep going with this video, so I'm not going to get peanut butter all over me, or at least I'm going to try not to. So there we go. Nice and sticky, lots of good fat on there for the birds. And now I'm just going to put it in here, and I am going to roll it, and look at all that great bird seed that it's picking up. The birds are really going to like that. Look at that. Now what do we do with it? Well, you could just stick it out in your yard like this, but I thought I would take a piece of string and put it through the middle, and much like we did with the other things, make something that I can hang. Birds like to use trees and bushes as places to perch and to sleep, so we could just hang it where they can find it. So there's another real simple idea, something you could do. Now, some birds like to eat things out of like little trays, so I thought, let's use an egg carton. So I'm going to take the top off, and I'm just going to use a pair of scissors. If you need to, grab a grown-up to help you with the scissor part, but I'm going to cut this into, I'm going to cut out a piece of 4. So I'm going to have 4 little trays there. So, and I'm going to poke a hole in each of the 4 corners. So again, if you need to, grab a grown-up to help you with the poking, because I don't want you to get hurt with the scissors. They can be sharp. I've poked myself many times by accident. Gotta keep your fingers out of the way. So I'm making 4 little holes. And then we can take our string and use that to make a hanger. Right, so I'm going to tie it on one end like this. And then I'm going to go across diagonally and tie it on the other end. Now, because I know that birds are going to come and sit on it, I wouldn't want it to tip over if one were to land on one side and sort of make it off balance. My string wasn't very long. I would make a longer piece of string. So I would tie another string back and forth like this. And then we are going to put birdseed in each of the 4 little, the places where the eggs sit. And And then the birds will be able to come and perch on the edge. And this one got poked through. And feed. And like I said, if you have styrofoam or plastic rather than the cardboard egg cartons, they'll last forever in the snow and the rain. This one, if it gets too wet or it gets moldy, you might want to switch it out with a new egg carton. So then we'll put our bird seed in there like that. And we have one you could hang up, or you could decide to leave the string off altogether and just put the bird seed out, because there are birds that like to feed on the ground. So if you have, just a paper plate, you could put some bird seed out on that and put that out on the ground. Also, if you have a little bowl, a little flat pan, you might put out some water for them, especially on really cold days, because when the water's frozen, they can't get to it if it's ice. So giving them a little bit of water is another nice way to help the birds throughout the winter. So I hope that you've gotten some ideas. Go check your recycle bin and see what you've got that you could use. You can turn almost anything into a bird feeder. In fact, one more thing. You can freeze water mixed with bird seed in a cup or in a pan, in a bowl, and then when it's frozen, peel off the cup or the bowl and put that out, and as the sun goes on it, it melts a little bit and the birds get water and they get seed. So making an ice bird feeder is another cool thing to do. I hope I gave you some good ideas. I'd love for you to share your pictures with us. We're on Facebook, Providence Public Library, and Instagram, and also on Twitter. Or you can email me at akilkenny@provlib.org. Love to see your pictures of your bird feeders. See you soon. Bye-bye.